Um, Welcome everybody to Perpetual Backlog Podcast, episode 120. I'm your host, always my name's Aqua. I don't know if anybody know that, but it is. And joining me are my co-hosts, Dalit
Yo!
and Leek.
I thought you were going to say Mr. Happy or something, not Aqua. I'm so surprised.
Yeah, no. Hey guys, Mr. Happy here. No, God no. I try to change it up. All right, I try to change it up. I don't need to get in the monotony that Happy does. Anyway, I played 32 hours of 32 hours of Octopath Traveler 2 this week.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
The only game I played this week. That game's good. All right. I'm go ahead and say this. I never got through Octopath 1. I think I only put 20 hours into that game. But Octopath 2, pretty good. Have I gotten very far into the story? No, I have not. Most of me playing has been me running around, running into enemies I cannot fight, or trying to fight enemies and actually winning, or grinding. My characters are level. Most of my characters are almost 50.
What? You're not already max level?
No, I'm not Mr. Happy, man. I can't sit in a dungeon for 6 hours and just grinding off of enemies in this dungeon. It's not possible for me. He was almost 80 before, on the demo. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, I started with the thief, and I can pretty much now go around and just I think it's almost at this moment in time, almost everybody's 100% thief theft rate. So I can just pretty much take all the items off of every NPC in the game. So yeah. I don't know really what to say about Octopath Traveler 2. It's Octopath Traveler 1, so if you played that, but better.
So that's actually what I've heard, is that it's a more refined version of the base, and it doesn't try to do, and it fortunately doesn't try to do anything special. So it is just a actual refinement, and because no expectations, everyone goes in just to a good, solid game. And we love to see it.
Yeah. I don't know what all other either side jobs there are. There is one job called the Inventor, which allows you to and I think you can only use it as a sub job. But you invent things,
As the name would imply.
You can create stuff like catapults that'll launch almost each type of weapon. And it's like an AoE, and it'll hit everybody. So you can either mass get people's shield points down or something like that, or I mean it does a lot of damage, so you can also just one shot things. I have gotten a couple of cool accessories. I've gotten 2 accessories that increase the spawn rate, or not spawn rate, but encounter rate of octopuffs.
What, pray tell, is an octopuff?
It's a cute looking octopus that wears a crown or whatever, and has a treasure chest on them. And when you kill them, which by the way they have a high evasion rate, so it might take a minute to kill them, but they have low HP. When you kill them, you get a
D2 slime. I see.
Yeah, they're the slime. And you get an exorbitant amount of money, experience, and job points. Yeah. I've gotten through part of the Throne Age Chapter 3. I've done specifically one route up to her Chapter 3, and I'm guessing I'm gonna go on to do her second route. I didn't get very far in Octopath 1, so I didn't know if there I don't know if like what is fully in Octopath 1 as compared to 2. But I know there's there's like cross stories, like cross path stories that like one character and another character will cross path, well not cross paths, but like they'll have like a kind of like a little side quest line that they'll do together, like specifically Throne, who's the thief, and Temenos, who's the cleric. They had like a little side story in the cleric's hometown where they went searching for like a certain treasure. So I from what I heard, I think there's 4 of those, and it's just broken up into the two different characters. So like I think Particio and somebody else has one, Ochette and somebody else has one, and then that Cassie and somebody else has one. So the same jobs in Octopath 1 are in Octopath 2, like at least the main jobs. So they didn't really change it from there. Though if they do make a Octopath 3, I would kind of like them to maybe give us some different base jobs. I'll tell you what. I still don't like the apothecary job, so yeah. I never really liked apothecary, like in like, I mean, I guess like early on Final Fantasy Chemist was like okay, but like apothecary in 1 and apothecary in Octopath 2 is like I don't really enjoy it. And I never really enjoyed their stories either. So I don't know. But that's I mean, literally, actually, that's kind of all I played. I have what is it? I have zero self-control, and I saw a Octopath 2 for cheaper than normal price, and so I was like, I'll get it and play it. Yeah, cause I didn't even play Lego Star Wars this week either. So actually all I did.
Gotta get into that.
Yeah, I know. Either of you?
Well, let's see. I went full on Stardew Valley. I've been sucked back in.
7 years. 7 years?
Yeah. You mentioned
Years.
7 years last time, didn't I? I think. Yeah. And then let's see. I actually been busy with commissions, so I haven't played too much. I did play more PUBG. What's happening? Help!
How did this come to pass?
Help! Yeah, I did that. Also, I've actually been playing some party games too. A little bit of golfing with friends.
Hey, I love that.
A little bit of code names. A little bit of Gartic
One
Phone.
though. No, that one though. It's really good.
Yeah. I think that's about it. I haven't played any more Skyrim just yet, although I do want to.
No
take
Duck
more
Adventures?
time. No, not this week. Poor Duck.
He's a good boy. He'll wait.
Yes, he is a good boy. But that's it really from me. Nothing too exciting.
Well, I'll wrap us up. I did my usual Arknights thing. Finally getting money.
By the way.
Yeah, finally getting some money back in my pocket after everything. Funny enough,
I haven't done that event yet, actually.
it's a rerun. I think it's worth doing. Oh, Tequila's not that great, if I'm honest. Still, it's worth doing just for the mats you'll get.
Money. Yeah.
Arknights is trying its best to ruin me.
Oh wait! I didn't put that in the. I didn't put that in the.
Oh, would you rather just talk about that as its own thing? Okay,
yeah, we can talk about.
We'll skip that then.
Yeah.
Because it's attacking me personally, and we'll get to that when we get to that.
I'll put that as the first thing.
Sure. Other than Arknights, I am still playing through Wild Hearts because I paid $70 for this game. I'm going to finish it, if even just out of spite. But I've run across the peacock and the tiger. The peacock, fine, whatever. The tiger, for that tiger, the Golden Tempest. I would very much like to beat it solo before hopping into online to farm it. But I'm gonna farm the peacock first. It was like running into a brick wall. I didn't struggle. Like I heard a lot of people tell me that once you get to Amaterasu, it stops being Monster Hunter, it starts being Dark Souls, and I didn't feel that. Amaterasu still felt very Monster Hunter to me.
Mm.
I'm not sure what this tiger is, man. It is its own game. Tell you what. I am having a bad time. I literally put the game down for like a day for 2 days because I just didn't want to deal with it. And I'm currently back into it, but instead of farming it up, I'm just hunting Tsukumo. So we'll see. I paid $70 plus I re-upped my PlayStation Online, so I'm gonna beat it. I just may not have to, I may not do it solo. We'll find out.
Maybe I'll quit abandoning you and actually catch up.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind. Well, hold on. I was gonna say I don't mind the randoms. I kind of do. I. It really feels like there's only two people playing this game. People who are very good at Monster Hunter genre games, and so everything goes swimmingly, or people who have never played a video game before.
Oh God!
It's
not a video game at all.
It's interesting watching people, their decision making, the way they approach problem solving, and not to mention the moment they go down, they just release. I'm like, no, all right, thanks, that's great. It's but when it's good, it's great. I love like when I'm playing with people. At least at my skill level, I'm don't need. There are some actual gods out there that invalidate that run, but when I play on people my own skill level, it feels really good. They fixed up whatever the major issues were performance-wise on the PS5. I mean, it's never going to look better than it does. That is what it is. But so yeah, now it's just about finishing, and it's so hard.
Do you get a stable frame rate?
Look, at this point, I don't know if I do get a stable frame rate or my eyes have just adjusted and I don't care anymore.
Oh, no.
To be fair, this is something that never bothered me in base world, though. People complained about it all the time. The only time it was ever really a bother was, funny enough, when it did hit 60, because suddenly the game looked different.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But yeah, when it was in its fluxing state, I was like, whatever. My eyes have adjusted to this. I'm fine. And frankly, because I don't play the Blade of Wagasa, I don't require like pitch perfect timing. I can make do. But that's pretty much all I got up to. Is that true? Oh no. One more thing. I didn't play it at all last week, but I did pop back in this week. I played some Overwatch 2. They have started an event that is both brilliant and I do not care.
Oh.
So it is brilliant because it's a One Punch Man event. It's like the first real collaboration that Overwatch has done. People can point out all the other Blizzard games, but I mean, they're not collabing. They're just asking themselves for permission. Don't be silly. This is legitimately a collab. And that's really cool because it is what it could mean for the future. Reasons I don't care. I don't really give a damn about One Punch Man. Gonna be honest. Like, I like the memes. I like a couple of the moments. The Genos fight was great. I liked the mosquito fight. I thought that was great. I've never seen someone get actually clapped to death. But that's kind of like where it is. The fact that the freebie unit you get, freebie skin you get is it Moomin Rider? Is that how you say it?
I've never watched Punch Man.
Oh, I figured you might have. It's the bike guy, which like I'm sure it's someone's favorite character, but this is like doing a Naruto crossover and giving people Shino, or like a Bleach crossover and giving people giving people Chad. Yeah, that's someone's favorite character.
Whoa.
What?
I'd much rather Chad than Udia.
I think we're in the minority, though, because I would also prefer Chad Ryu. But I thought about this before I said it.
No.
But yeah, but the point is, like, this is not the character I would use to get people hyped to play the event. What they did is fine for, like, purchase power. I mean, Blizzard doing what Blizzard does. Genos or Genos, I've heard people pronounce it, which is weird to me. Ski, whatever. The tornado girl, the little sassy child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Saitama themselves, all available for purchase in the shop, because of course they are.
Mm-hmm.
And the biker is who we get for free, and oh boy, I'm really excited about getting it.
Are these actual characters?
No,
They're
to
just skins.
to keep the IP safe. It is just costumes for the character. It is still Doomfist. It's not Saitama, but Doomfist is wearing Saitama's clothes, saying the lines, doing the push-ups, the crunches, the squats, and the 10-kilometer run.
Yeah.
Like, it's all of that is there, but they wanted to keep the characters. They didn't want to switch out the models, I suspect. Which is actually really good for Silhouette. Yeah, it's not like Silhouette where suddenly, I don't know, is it someone becomes Ruby and those girls, someone becomes Optimus Prime. Yeah, no, it's not like that at all.
It's just Ruby, but with the movesets of like different characters.
Just so. No, this is actually the character with the clothing and the lines of the crossover. Characters first. They've kept it. They didn't want to compromise what little integrity Overwatch has, which I kind of respect. I definitely get it. I think it's actually even the correct decision. I just don't think they chose the right
anime
character to hype people up to play the game. But they did choose the right characters to hype up the shop, get people to buy.
True.
But that's what I got into. I mean, Overwatch is in a pretty good place now. No new character meant they could actually focus on balancing. The game feels really good to play. So, that's it. That's my week.
All right. But I have a question this week, but that's okay because might have pissed off a little last week.
Yeah, it might have offended him for the one time he actually did give us a question and we did not get to it. Sorry, Little. I guess this is what it's like to be on the other side of that. Apologies. Hey guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you're into what you're hearing. While you're down there, remember to like the video as much as we like you. You'll be good now.
That's okay. We'll get into the news. Not much in the way of actual like super news this week. But does get railroaded by Arknights this week. So
oh man, it is not great. So I do not spend money on gacha. I don't know how I would deal with gambling. I never intend to find out. Just don't even put yourself down that road. Except that Arknights thought they'd be real cheeky, yeah?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been playing Wild Hearts, but all the time playing Wild Hearts, I've really thought to myself, you know what I'd really like to play? I'd like to play Monster Hunter. So Arknights heard me and was like, well, what if we put Monster Hunter in your Arknights?
Oh my god.
So yeah, there's going to be a collab there. It's currently live, but in China, so we're going to get it in several months, which is worse because now I know it's coming and now I know it's good. There are 2 units that I've been complaining about that I really want to see them dote on and bring up to snuff. 2 units you get at the very beginning of the game. They're both 2 stars, Noarcorn and Yato. So naturally, on top of it being Monster Hunter, what do? They give me a 5 and a 6-star version of both of these characters. And they slap them in Monster Hunter armor. Noarcorn sitting there in his Rathalos S armor, and Yato in all of her goddamn glory in the Kirin X, which I will admit, don't love that. I hate the Kirin armor. hate that goddamn monster, and you've put one of my favorite characters in it. How dare you? But I need this. I need them. I want to have them. And Monster Hunter is a weakness that is being preyed on. I don't appreciate this, Hypergriff, Yostar. But it's coming, and the units are great, and the event looks pretty good.
Dalit now has his Gavial.
I just have to wait. If I'm good and I'm not stupid, I will never have to spend a dollar. I can just save up. However, with Muinar, Texas, Penance, I'd say Dorothy, but I don't care. Like there's a lot coming up that I also want, but none of them are Yato. So
yeah, none of them are 6-star Yato. Yeah,
I just wanted Agent Yato. They didn't give me that, but she's still really good. So put that woman in a suit. That's all I'm saying.
True. She could easily rock a suit.
I will show you the fan art that makes me want this later on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it from the Arknight side. It literally just went live yesterday. I watched Kyosto do his polls, try out the characters. They all look great. I want it.
Dalit may finally spend money on Arknight after playing for like 3 years.
3 years? Yeah. Maybe I'll toss him a bone.
Well, another comedy news. Ralph completes the Lightfall campaign for Destiny 2.
Man, this is great.
Poor him. He's disappointed in it. This guy loves Destiny 2, but apparently the campaign is just not good.
And we should point out this is strictly the campaign.
Yeah. Apparently all the stuff that came in it is actually really good. But the campaign itself was like super short and not very well put together, according to Ralphie.
You hate to hear it, though. I mean,
yeah, you're right.
I know. But yeah, like it is strange to me that they would drop the ball on their storytelling, which is stuff that people routinely call them out on. Especially since this is the beginning of a new arc, I am mostly sure about. Still, I mean, just more of the same, right? As far as we're concerned, this is par for the course.
Yeah. Who plays Destiny 2 anymore? Like, come on, man. A lot of people, apparently, and I feel sorry for them. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So surprising to me, a couple days ago, I just randomly watched like something that Bandai Namco was tweeting out. Yeah, so they're just gonna shadow announce Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
Oh my god! Like, that is what that is, right?
Yeah, it's sparking. So yes.
Okay. Like it was just, I was just on Twitter and it was there, no fanfare or anything, just this trailer of clearly Tenkaichi Goku.
Huh.
Yeah.
Imagine being in such a spot you don't even need a hype. Just existing is hype. Because honestly, I mean, like, Fighters is cool
I'm buying
and all.
it.
Yeah, Fighters is cool and all, but when I think of a Dragon Ball Z game, the Budokai series is the first game I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't care about playing against people in that game. I play it because that's it's like Ninja Storm for Naruto being probably the best way to
ingest that series
to ingest the story for Naruto. Budokai and the Tenkaichi series, the best way to ingest fucking Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna lie.
At this point, absolutely.
It's so great. Yeah, this is day one buy for me whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah. Except for Budokai 2. I hated Budokai 2, actually.
Oh, why?
Yeah. They changed the way they did the story, and they made it that weird, like, fucking, put your, it was like a board game. It was like a party game.
Yeah.
The way they did the story. It kind of sucked. The cool thing about Budokai 2 is that they had the joke fusions in that game.
Oh,
the
yeah,
joke
yeah.
fusions were funny. I think it was like one was like Hercule and Piccolo.
Okay.
It was fucking hilarious. So, but yeah, no, fucking Budokai Tenkaichi 4, yes, 100%. Can't wait. I will play and beat this game, unlike me playing and beating fucking Kakarot, because
Oh, I never even picked that game up. Was it good?
I don't have a problem with Kakarot. I actually don't have a problem with Kakarot. Kakarot actually felt like a good game, but like again, and I actually, surprisingly enough, I actually don't play very many anime games. I like to watch anime. All right, I don't think playing anime, honestly, ever feels good.
Man, given the option, I think I would love to play through most of my anime, but
Well, they're never really good games.
that's the
See,
problem.
I'm interested in that One Piece open world one that released recently. That
So
looked good.
Odyssey, yes.
Odyssey, yeah.
Yeah. The issue with One Piece Odyssey is that, well, the issue that I see with One Piece Odyssey is I would pick that game up if it was like legitimately going through like maybe the entire One Piece story, like maybe not up to date.
I don't even think this is canon.
Yeah, that's my issue. All right,
It's not
I
canon.
would be
Okay.
yeah, I would be okay with going from like the beginning of One Piece maybe up through the Wano arc or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not what this is. So that's not what One Piece Odyssey
Also,
is.
the Wano arc, my
Oh.
guy. You're talking
Up
about
through.
like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe
I know. That's what I'm
more.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
You want a
Anime-
series of that?
anime gets a lot of money. All right, anime gets a lot of money. All right?
Well, One Piece gets a lot of money.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
Dragon Ball
Right.
gets a lot of money.
Like these types of series, all right, these types of big shonen series get a lot of money. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Is it the most profitable genre or subgenre? It's got to be, right?
I mean, it's around there. I wouldn't say most profitable, but I mean, well, actually, no, yeah, shonen. Oh, shonen, 100% is the most profitable.
Yeah, it has to be the
Yeah.
most profitable. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Because the only thing that I thought would maybe beat it is Maho Shoujo.
No. Mahou Shoujo probably almost right up there. I mean, Sailor Moon makes a lot of money. Let's be real.
Like, frankly, Sailor Moon and Madoka, the only two I was thinking of when I said that.
I don't think Madoka makes a lot of money because there's not much out there for Madoka.
Look, I mean, most anime just makes money based off of like the merch it sells, so it's hard to actually tell. Fair play.
But things like One Piece and Dragon Ball, all right, they could be very good video games if somebody sat down there and like actually made a video game. And One Piece
I'm gonna
Odyssey,
say the same thing I always say though. Imagine an anime game with the same presence and like genuine storytelling nature as God of War. Not the early ones, like the two recent God of War games.
Yeah. That would be amazing. That would be ridiculous.
And I assume that's what Kakarot was trying to do. I question mark because I don't know.
Kakarot kind of felt like Budokai, but in a more what's the word? Imagine if Budokai was an open world game.
I can do that, but I'm trying to figure out why I'm doing that now.
Yeah, that's what Kakarot.
I
like.
see.
Yeah. So like you were able to fly around like a bunch of everywhere, fight whatever, etc., etc. You went through like you went through the entire DBZ storyline. That isn't super. I think it goes up into the Boo saga, if I recall correctly.
I mean, it seems like where a lot of things end up. So fair enough.
One Piece Odyssey is that video game. All right, I hear it's really good. I'm pretty sure it's a turn-based RPG. All right. It's just like I think it might be canon, but I think it's just a very specific slice of One Piece.
Okay.
So I mean, you go in, you're buying One Piece Odyssey because you're a One Piece fan.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all I'm saying is that Budokai Tenkaichi 4, day one buy, I will play and beat the hell out of that. Maybe when it gets close to whenever it comes out, because they didn't even announce the date, they just gave us a fucking trailer. Maybe I'll re-download Kakarot and go through that. Who knows? Maybe. But moving on, we have like a we have a long square, not a long, but like a long square section. Starting off with Yosuke Matsuda, the now former president and CEO of Square Enix, stepped down and is replaced by Takashi Kiryu.
Yes.
I want to be excited about this.
Yeah, because like Matsuda-san was like, very into the NFT stuff.
Wait, you're doing the thing. You're getting excited like I was going to get excited.
I know, right? I know now. My folly.
Okay.
I know now my folly. And I was like, oh, they're changing them out. Maybe they finally realized NFT isn't that profitable as they thought they would and hoped and pressed on about it. But no, apparently not. Apparently didn't learn their lesson.
No. What it looks like, and we'll go into Takashi Kiryu. He's only been with Square Enix for like 2 to 3 years. The company he was with before then was a Web3 innovation company. So obviously we're gonna start talking about how Square Enix is gonna try pushing Web3 and NFTs and all that nice, lovely meta jazz. So it's very obvious from reading this. The investors pushed out Matsuda. All right, he's been with the company for 10 years. All right, they want to push more into NFTs and Web3 or whatever. While Matsuda is a corporation man, a businessman, he probably actually didn't really see too much into it and didn't push it the way investors wanted to push it. So they were like, all right, well, we got this nice hotshot guy who is a hell of a lot younger than Matsuda, who has only been in the company for 2 years and has a lot of experience with the Web3 and NFT stuff. So they make him CEO, and we'll probably start seeing more an actual push into it. As well as making the joke, it's like we memed on Matsuda for his NFT stuff, but we're about to get it worse.
Yeah, really.
We're gonna meme on this guy, but that's not gonna do anything because they're just gonna do it anyway. And it feels weird because this guy is very much probably a venture capitalist, which he obviously, since he is, he doesn't care about Square Enix. He's gonna come up in here, fuck around with some shit, and then drop out most likely.
Like, on one hand, I want to say that I also think that because that's what it certainly looks like. On the other hand, does that ever happen in Japan? Like, because I always get the other side of that where people get put in and then just stay there forever.
There's a lot of embezzlement shit goes on.
That's true, though. Fair enough.
So there's a lot of that stuff going on. So he probably won't quit, but he might try shit.
Yeah, and Square Enix doesn't like all that white collar criminal stuff because Yuji Naka. I didn't put it on the list, but Yuji Naka copped to his crimes. he said he did it. Yeah, he did it. So.
Oh wow.
And he did insider trading. So Square Enix doesn't like the white collar crime stuff. So if he does end up doing embezzlement stuff, then hopefully he's caught. I assume this guy is gonna come in. He's gonna push NFTs. Obviously, we're not gonna. Most people that are Square Enix fans aren't gonna give him the time of day to do any of this NFT shit.
It might not just be NFTs. It will probably just be blockchain.
Yes, that's what I
Because
expect as
there's
well.
lots of different
Yeah.
things with
Yeah.
involving that.
But a lot of people aren't going to probably give any of this Web3 stuff the time of day. So there's going to be a lot less people interested in whatever Square Enix does that involves that. But thankfully, when we have Yoshi P, and he's literally the golden child of fucking Square Enix right now. So if Kiryu's like, hey, we're put any FT stuff in, Web3 stuff in here, something, I'm like, bro, you don't touch business unit 3, all right? You don't touch this. We make the
that'd be
money
awful.
here. We make the money here.
Yeah. See, what's interesting to me is I see Japan going in on this, but what about other places in Europe and America and so on?
Fans, most of us won't interact with like Web3 stuff.
I figure it out. It does seem like a lot of the strictly NFTs have kind of killed any professional hype for Web3. And it does feel that currently the only people in that sphere are like the ride or die Web3 bros. But a lot of the excitement from the outside has died down quite a bit. Obviously, you'll still see a celebrity here and there say something about it because, let's be real here, they're getting paid for it. It's become pretty common knowledge that not a single one of them that invested it really knew what they were doing. They were always hired on for their name. I don't think that's
Yeah.
actually a surprise. So now that that's become more common knowledge, now that more people are having to deal with it in any way and have found out that it's a sketchy space to be in, I don't see the profitability being there right now.
Yeah.
I'll not rule it out because I think that if Bitcoin has shown me anything, there is a way to make this not sketchy as all get out.
Yeah.
We just haven't seen it yet, and that's the big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My personal worry, like gaming wise, is that because VR is becoming more and more popular, but
Yes.
I'm worried it'll go into like the whole same avenue as the metaverse stuff did. And then like people will lose interest in VR as a serious gaming medium, and then we'll just go back to square one on that.
They need to do it in a very certain way because we obviously aren't opposed to metaverse style games. We play
Yeah,
14.
yeah, of course.
14's a metaverse style game. Fortnite is probably the most successful look of a metaverse game ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they just need to not do it in a way that makes it seem like they're trying to say that their customer base is dumb or whatever. Or not to be in like extremely scummy way. But I don't know how like maybe this guy can bring in something good about Web3 or at least about metaverse stuff. I don't know. I don't know much about this stuff, and I don't get paid to know much about this stuff. So all I know is that NFT's bad. That's how I live my life. Yeah. Other Square news. Luminous Studios is dead. They killed him.
Sure is.
They knifed him in the back.
Well, I mean, that's all true, but this is all also, insofar as I'm aware, a cannibalization job. Like people aren't being put out to pasture; they are going to be re-employed within Square Enix and other divisions. Which, if something has to die, this seems like the best way for it to happen.
Yeah, please stop using this godforsaken engine.
Honestly, though, it's not worth the hassle.
Luminous
It looks real
Studios,
pretty, but it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, Luminous Studios. They're being eaten up by their main Square Enix branch, and then most of the workers are getting put into different divisions, I guess. Maybe we'll see some more people go into fucking creative business unit 3 because they could always use more staff. But yeah, hopefully this is what they do. They take the executable and all the files for the Luminous engine, and they just put it in the fucking recycling bin.
Yeah, I do feel sorry for Luminous because like they were planning on other projects. They had lots of projects,
Yeah, 100%.
in development, early stage and stuff. And then they also were planning a sequel to Forspoken too. So like, it's all just gone now.
Not on Luminous. They can do
it's
it
real rough. I mean, because on one hand, yeah, you hate to see like a bunch of creatives just like get screwed over because things didn't go well. On the other hand, thinking about it from a business perspective, they put out 3 games.
2,
and they were largely a part of 15.
No,
or was that the other game?
2 is the other game. 15 is the other game.
15.
So Luminous and Forspoken.
They did Forspoken and 15.
And they were both not great money-wise for the company. So I definitely...
I'll be
short term,
fair
at
here.
launch.
15 sold more than 13, so we'll be fair.
All right, fair enough.
15 was actually a financial success. That game just sucks.
Yeah. Forspoken has shitty marketing too, so...
Yeah, I mean, we complained about that every time it got brought up at all. It's like, it's a shame that this game is going more might fail just because they refuse to say anything about it.
Yeah, and there was this thing about the script being changed as well in the story. There was something about that too, like the finalized story for the game was different to
whatever they
was
chose.
Originally scripted.
Whatever they chose was bad. So
yeah. Well, it sucks. So, do you think it's just Square also just wanting to get rid of the Luminous stuff?
No, I don't think they're going to can it. I think
they
will. I think they'll retain it, and I think they're gonna hard force that to work at some point. And I think that's not to their benefit, but I think they're gonna do it. This was just a way to close down a studio and recoup some funds.
I don't think they're gonna use the engine. I think they are going to cannibalize that engine and probably use the lighting aspect that's within that engine. Because the one thing that engine is good for is its fucking lighting.
It does look beautiful in that regard.
Everything else is just like the way you have to code for it just make gameplay and movement and everything feel bad. Like in a game like Forspoken, in a game where the movement is like supposed to be like the main feature, it wasn't that good. So I think they will break down that engine and use what they can out of the lighting system in that engine. Maybe to create a better engine. I hope not, because I'm tired of proprietary engines. Just tired.
Yeah, I don't know enough to know how that works, but I definitely think they will try to get as much back on their investment as possible.
Because like, so here's why I think that they'll just probably take the lighting aspect in that engine out. We already have games at the moment that are or that we're getting at the moment that don't use a specific engine particularly. They use a different aspect of engine. 14 uses the Crystal Tools engine, which 13 the whole 13 series is on, but it uses a very specific version of the Crystal Tools engine, and even on that they've been building off of that. 16, there isn't a very 100% confirmed. 16 is supposedly ran off of a super enhanced version of 14's version of the Crystal Tools engine.
Though they are being awkwardly evasive about that.
Yeah. My theory was maybe they are using like a very specific version of the Luminous engine for 16. And they don't want to say because obviously there's a people
Because
don't
it's
like the Luminous
anathema
engine.
to it's anathema to people's feelings on a successful product.
Yeah. So like I mean, we've seen it in Creative Business Unit 3. They're prone to use specific aspects of an engine. So I think the one thing Luminous does do well, which is its lighting, can be harnessed in other things within other engines. So I don't know. I don't get paid to know this stuff, so I'm not going to know this stuff. But who knows? So yeah, Luminous Stead. We had some Final Fantasy 16 news this past week, which we didn't talk about last week, because it actually came out the day we were doing the Wild Hearts
Go figure.
thing, and Dala and I did do like a little thing on two things that came out during this media tour. But I'm just gonna go over the list of stuff that we do know. There's 40 minutes of gameplay, bunch of interviews and hands-on impressions of the game. Game looks amazing. Apparently, game also feels amazing. So, we didn't get to play it, so unfortunately.
I am my schedule is open. Business Unit 3. I'm just let me know, and also please fly me out. I can't afford that. You do these two things for me, I got you.
I will pull out a loan to fly out. There is going to be a demo for the game, but it's not going to release until 2 weeks before the release of the game.
Why?
The reason for that is that this demo is a prologue demo, which will be able to be carried over into the full game.
Give me two. Give me a vertical slice and the prologue.
Mm-hmm. And during some of the interviews, which I thought was interesting, the senior staff stated that there was a bunch of media that inspired what goes on in 16, like the making of 16. These medias were Game of Thrones, God of War, The Dark Knight, John Wick, and Blade.
Plus that's the one that threw me out.
Yeah,
threw me off.
Blade?
John Wick.
No, John Wick. Blade is at least occasionally uses a sword, right?
Yeah.
And he's fighting a bunch of mysterious fantasy creatures, I guess. John Wick's just kind of an old grizzled hitman that wants to take care of his dog. Wait, no, never mind. I figured out the connection.
Yeah, I know you already talked about this in your mini cast, but
we do it again.
This list also makes me chin scratch at the whole "we must make this authentic to fantasy or European whatever fucking." It's like, what a list.
Yeah.
I think
Blade, huh? Blade, really?
I think what they what they mean about things that inspired isn't like the world itself, but more.
I know
more
the story. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just being a bitch.
No, correct. I am also petty like that. You were doing the right thing. I will die on this hill with you.
Yes, thank you.
I get worries about John Wick or whatever, because what's the one thing in John Wick that is going to be transferable over into
more than you think. So hear me out.
Oh yeah,
John Wick is revenge based. Now John Wick is irritated that you killed the dog his wife gave him. Clive is pissed that you killed his brother.
Yeah,
true. But
he will stop at nothing for 20 years. And Torgal is there, yeah. And he will stop at nothing after 20 years to get that revenge, and he doesn't give a shit that he's a crown prince. Because frankly, I don't think his kingdom exists anymore.
Yeah. I think he's also on the run, it seems like, too, right?
He's been branded, so...
Yeah, he's been branded, so lots of people are going to go after him, like John Wick.
True.
We're actually playing John Wick, the video game. Just medieval John Wick.
What if John Wick with swords and every scene was the pencil scene?
Oh no, no, please no. They did go on to say that the icon battles were inspired by Evangelion and Attack on Titan, which I
that's
think we
cool.
all can see there.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a really. What if he transforms into Ifrit and then we have a big monster battle, kaiju battle?
We do.
Cool.
We
We
do.
do.
We do.
We get to be Ifrit and
No,
fight.
no, like yeah.
Whoa.
So I'm not. I don't blame you for thinking
didn't.
this.
I was like, so you didn't watch the 40 minutes?
A lot of people.
I didn't watch it for minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't
I haven't got around to it.
understand that we get to be Ifrit. They just thought that was cutscene fodder, which
No,
first of
we
all,
do.
entirely understandable. No,
Yeah.
we get to be Ifrit.
Fantastic.
And frankly, I know people were saying that the icon fighting isn't as nice as. Of course, it's not. But I want to have a wrestling match as Ifrit versus Garuda. Let's go. That looked absolutely visceral.
So
Yeah.
we have a devil trigger.
Like literally, well, a Jin trigger, but yeah.
Jin trigger, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yoshi went on to say, like, every time he explains like the icon battles or whatever, each one of them are gonna act differently. All right.
Yeah,
So,
they're kind of semi-themed.
yeah, the Garuda versus Ifrit one is supposed to be wrestling, kind of like wrestling. You're supposed to feel like you're in a wrestling match,
And it looks
Ah, cool.
There's gonna be one that's supposed to feel like a 3D shooter.
which I have to assume is probably the Bahamut fight.
Maybe.
Ah, that's neat.
So they're each gonna have a different theme, so they're all not gonna play exactly the same.
Yeah, gameplay wise, I am very excited for this.
Oh yeah, it seems super
Very.
diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me rephrase. All right, I see what I've said. It seems super diverse in the mechanics of its battle system.
Yeah.
There we go. It's a bit lacking otherwise, though. I can't believe I've done this.
No, 16 is a very diverse video game. We got
Yeah.
we got
I
we
got
got all the,
tans. Anyway.
there's some tans. Yeah. Anyway, that's the 16 looks like it's gonna be a really good game.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. No, it does. It looks like it's gonna be fucking fun. So we'll see. I need to watch it. I haven't had the time to watch that 40-minute video.
Yeah. Well, they're broken up into 4 different videos or whatever.
Oh, okay, that makes it easier.
There's one for a dungeon, one again. There's one.
If nothing else, just watch it to listen to Sid speak. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god!
What a fucking lad he is!
Oh yeah.
Sid's got a really good voice.
It's so unique.
Really?
I love it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a fight between Clive and Suparna and Sharada, which are the 2 Garuda ads that are in 14. They're in this game. And then there's a fight from between Clive and Benedicta, the dominant of Garuda, and then there's the fight between Ifrit and Garuda. Yeah.
I am like they showed off an awful lot. I am worried because Square is known to do that, but I'm also very excited.
Yeah. Well, from what I've heard, this game is going to be pretty long. I think it was he said it's 11 hours of cutscenes. That's solid. You know what else has 11 hours of cutscenes?
Don't compare it to that, please.
Let's also has 11 hours of cutscenes?
Let's make these cutscenes good and not ruinous to the plot you established in the previous games. This is not Metal Gear Solid 4. This is better.
No, I was actually going to say Xenoblade. Xenoblade has 11 hours of cutscenes.
Yeah, if we're talking about I'm on board. I'm back on board.
Yeah.
You got me back.
Yeah. The Xenoblade has 11 to 13 hours of cutscenes. So
God,
like all 3 of them.
Didn't feel that way.
All 3 of them
Oof.
do. Yeah. So I think this game's supposed to be anywhere of like upwards like up to like 40 hours. And that's you just like barreling through like maybe the main story.
100-hour video game. 100-hour video game.
100 hours. Yeah. Anyway, that's all the 16 is.
Enjoying the video? Remember to like and sub. Helps out the channel a bunch, and we're grateful for everyone we get.
So I didn't even know this was announced at any point in time, but there's apparently a Postal 4 coming out, and it's coming out March 21st.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Postal, really?
This is a game people are gonna pick up? ?
I mean, Postal's one of those games that
Also, there's 4 Postal games, really?
yeah, actually, the people that the announcement of what like the release date for it or whatever, it was like experience the long-awaited sequel to the worst game ever.
This series got absolutely mollywopped for just being named what it was, given the surroundings that happened soon after its release. Like actual Postal, like someone went up and shut up the post office. Yeah, I'm surprised this series still exists. I'm surprised anyone would bother with it, frankly.
Right. First one was out in 97.
Yeah. From what I hear, the first 2 Postal games actually aren't that bad. But I hear Postal 3 is actually like horrendous.
Oh.
And I just mean it's like a bad video game. So that's why the announcement is like, you know, the long-awaited sequel to the worst game ever.
Also, and this is really petty on my part, but it doesn't look great, right?
Oh no, they're not.
Like it does look like a sequel to one of the worst video games ever. Like Truth in Advertising, frankly.
Oh yeah, no. This game is literally just for people that want to like fucking go around shooting shit, being like dumb. But
Can I interest you in Just Cause?
Maybe, but I also hear. I mean, I don't know, man. I've never touched a Just Cause game, so I've never even. Though I've never touched a Postal game, so. So who knows? But it's just funny seeing another Postal game come out. I thought it was hilarious. Our last bit of news. A couple days ago, Capcom decided to put up a Baby Eagle Missing teaser site for Resident Evil 4 Remake. This site, each day that since it's been up, they've released a couple of puzzles each day, and you get to go through and like feel like you're part of the investigatory process in trying to figure out who stole Ashley. Most of us that have played, most of us that have played or know anything about fucking Resident Evil, we already know who took fucking Ashley. But it's pretty nice, and my theory is that it's supposed to be leading up to the announcement of like when the demo's coming out. Or,
yeah, 100%.
Or maybe like when the last day hits is like is the day that the demo comes up. Who knows? But I thought that was interesting. Me and Dalit have been doing the puzzles. They are definitely puzzles.
Yeah.
Some of them are really easy. Some of them are really not.
Yeah, it's puzzling to me too, because they were like in their Discord group, for the podcast. They were just writing all these things. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just Dalit and Aqua being cryptic as hell. Code breaking in the background.
And then arguing about apostrophes. Tell us about the apostrophe.
Oh my goodness. So, all right. Day 1, easy as pie. Day 2, easy followed by pretty tricky. Day 3, I had an issue where I identified the answer, was absolutely correct, but my grammar was too good. It was something belonging to someone else. That you use an apostrophe. It was X's X. No, remove the apostrophe. too complex. That couldn't be the answer.
Dude, Dot. In the answer that they give you, there's an apostrophe.
That's what I'm saying.
When you actually do the puzzle and it gives you the answer for it or whatever, there's an apostrophe in the name. You just can't put the apostrophe.
45 minutes I sat there going, correct answer, no. No. Tunnel, no. Secret tunnel, no. Southwest basement. I don't get it. And Aqua literally, no, just just drop the apostrophe. No, no, surely not. Surely they wouldn't spite me like that.
So you got blank's blank. Yeah. Type it with no apostrophe. Are you fucking kidding me?
I was livid. I got the answer so quickly and spent almost an hour just trying to figure out how I was wrong. Turns out I wasn't. The worst part is the follow-up code was like piss easy. Man, it's just I've not enjoyed my time with this, but it's very clever. I'm happy they're doing it. It's an ARG. I don't know. It's just a fun little code site. It's very old school. Like, this is something that I imagine them doing back in the early 2000s. I like it.
Yeah.
I just wish that they liked me the way I calling me out in particular. Just drop the apostrophe, even though you're correct.
Yeah.
Salt.
I can't wait for well, for one, I can't wait for the demo to come out because I want to try this game. And two, can't wait for this game to come out because it'll be my first time completing Resident Evil 4. Because my ass isn't going through the original.
It's so good though.
Yeah. No. The I don't like the controls in 4. And
That's
it's also
understandable.
And it's also not multiplayer, so I don't have the buff of just like fucking around with a friend in there. So that's the only reason why I was able to get through 5 and 6.
Oh, you're stronger than me. I never got through 6. Nope.
I
went through the rest of them. Nope. Noped right out.
Going through 6 the first time, I didn't really I didn't have like a problem. All right. I was like, you know, this is cool, like the 3 branching storylines and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, this is interesting and everything. And then the Ada segment, I was like, oh, this feels like old school RE. But now that I've gotten older from 6, that game's trash.
Yeah, I couldn't play it when I first when it first came out, so I was watching people play through, and the gunplay looked really good. I was like, oh, all right, we've stepped forward again. And then there was the story and the character choices, and who fucked Wesker? Who did this?
Oh, let's be real here, man. Wesker's a pretty attractive guy, but
Wesker doesn't have a sex drive. What? Wesker is horny for complete global saturation, not for women. Well, I might even give you Chris, but not women.
Maybe he didn't fuck. Maybe
I don't like the implications, but that is very on brand.
So. maybe Jake was an experiment, baby.
Yeah, I don't like the implications of that, but that is exceptionally on brand. Fair enough. Also, I didn't like Jake, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, true. He was the weaker one out of the.
Yeah.
Honestly, he was the weaker one. He was the weaker one on his route.
I didn't love the Chris story in its entirety. There were aspects that I thought were novel, but
he didn't punch enough boulders.
True.
No,
I mean,
no boulder punching in there.
You have set up something that now needs to be topped in every subsequent game. Yep. He needed to punch through something made of metal this time.
Fuck, he didn't even punch through boulders on in RE8, but like, but that's okay.
He kill your wife, so
yeah. Well,
and steal your kid.
He did.
Oh
well,
my
no,
god,
he
killed
didn't.
your
But
wife and stole your kid. Yeah, that's a lot worse than, I suppose, hurting your hand on a boulder.
yeah, different levels of impressive. One is impressive in
God.
physical strength. One is impressive in the sheer bastardness of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it's so aggressive. I need Sean Bean to turn up and call him a bastard.
Hey. In his defense, it wasn't your real wife. So
No, true, but it was your real daughter. So
yeah, true. Yeah. I don't have any other news for this week. It was very
light.
light week. Very light week. So you know what that means? What are we doing this week?
I will finish commissions, and then
Yeah.
I will do. I need to do voice recording stuff, and then I need to. Oh yeah. So if you're interested in mod stuff for games, King of Fighters 15 is in the middle of getting modded. So that's cool. Yeah, that's
Look
good.
forward to that.
Yeah, actually, in the future, we're all planning to basically play King of Fighters and be our own character.
Yay!
So I gotta learn that.
Which is
All right.
neat, except that I don't have a problem with this, but there is one bit about that confuses me.
What is
King
that?
of Fighters is not a 1v1 game. King of Fighters is a 3v3 game.
It'll be a tournament. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just take the rest of the team with me.
True. They're all members of teams, so you're just sticking
so
together.
see, some people are voicing more than one, so I think they'll be okay.
True. Advantage them.
Yeah. So Crane, for example, he's got lots to choose from.
Oh yeah. He takes on quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay, so is that what else? So games I'll actually play this week. More Stardew Valley because it's very nice and relaxing. Fun fact about me: of all the 7 years I've played this game, I have yet to use a mod. So maybe I'll look into that. Who knows?
Oh.
Hey, maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time. Speaking of mod, I modded Skyrim though, so I really miss my duck. My duck boy. I need to play more.
It's like a duck.
I guess I'll play PUBG.
No.
Silence.
Be strong. Be strong.
It's not even that. I mean, it's fun with friends. That's the only reason.
Everything's fun with friends.
It's the only reason it's fun. Oh, I did have a funny kill though the other day. So we were just farting around. We had a long trailer of cars. It's a team of 4, so we had 4 cars in one long line. And then it was like the circle is closing in, so we decided to basically pitch our little mini base on an area. But another team had the same idea, and they were taking pot shots at us. One person was down, and I went, "Oh shit, leave it to me!" So I got into a car and I tried to drive it into one of the enemy team members. I was shot actually, so by another person. So my body bailed, and the car still killed him.
Nice.
The car just kept going and ran him over.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, I was like, Benny Hill music needs to be playing. I live for those moments.
That's pretty great.
What else? Have I got anything else to play?
I mean, we all have a huge library. We just ignore half of it.
I don't know. It's my birthday soon, so I might treat myself to a game.
Ooh.
I don't know which one though. I'll have a look. There's Steam sales on still. We'll see. Maybe Fight of Animal finally.
Fight of Animals. Let's go.
Legal
Sheep. Swole Sheep is my main.
Legal one day play Tales of Berseria.
Maybe
Hashtag
one day.
One day.
One day.
Oh, Berseria. I highly suggest it.
Yeah. Hee hee. Okay, that's me.
I will continue down my Arknights route because I have to now get a bunch of mats and a bunch of Orundum stored up and ready to go because they're bringing in my children. And Papa
Dude, you're
needs
lucky.
children.
You're lucky you won't get it with anything you saved up that you'll have to pay.
My luck is that bad, though. It's true. Other than that, I will continue doing this One Punch Man thing because people are playing Overwatch and I'm not getting steamrolled and or am steamrolling the enemy. Balance seems to be better. Though, hey, Overwatch crew, you said you fixed the queue time for groups and you haven't. Just taking a look at that, please. 15-minute queue times kind of suck.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be continuing doing Wild Heart things, or, I mean, very likely at this point, I'm going to get super frustrated with this game, throw it out the window, and just go back to playing Rise, because I have to get ready for the next content drop, which I hope is big. Please be Amatsu. She needs to be in this game. She should have been in there in the beginning. I'm just saying.
I need to download Rise again so I can catch up to the content because, like I said, I'm 2 patches behind. I have not fought Chaotic Gore and I have not fought Volcana. I'm not looking forward to fighting Volcana because I hated Volcana.
Oh, Volcana's going to be way easier this time just because of the bugs. So
yeah, well, yeah, true.
Yeah, you'll have a better time this time round.
Yeah, maybe I'll download that soon. Actually,
Mhm.
I will probably keep playing Octopath Traveler 2. Though I'm getting in that part of me playing video games where I get close to maybe losing interest.
Quick, nobody show him any new video games.
Yeah, I know. No, please, no new video games. You know what I need to do? I need to create a list. All right, I need to have this list always up on my computer. All right, this list is this list is the games I need to complete in order, and I just need to be like, if I haven't completed this video game, I can't play other video games. All right, like that's what I should do. All right.
I mean, that's what I did for a bit. I when I streamed, I played one video and got all the way to the end, and then I proceeded to never do that again. So good luck.
I forgot to talk about it. I played a little bit of 14 this morning because the deep dungeon patch came out.
Very good.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool deep dungeon. I mean that's you fight some clones of certain bosses we've already fought in the game. So that's kind of cool. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, Octopath Traveler is the only confirmed game that I will touch within this next week. So,
check back on Thursday to find out if that's true.
Arknights. I will log in and do my dailies in Arknights and then log off of Arknights.
Good lad.
Yeah, I will make sure to do that. But yeah. If you've made it this far, please give us a like, subscribe, comment on our post. Evan, comment on our post or comment in the thing. I told him the other day, he could just go through and comment on our fucking on our videos or whatever, and he did do that on a few of them actually.
Amazing.
But they're all like joke comments, so.
We'll take the engagement.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, give us the engagement, man. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment, please do it.
Please.
Yeah, please. You'll make Leek cry if you don't. You don't want to make him cry.
Dare.
You'll make me cry.
I will fight you.
It's gonna be one of those old like what is that at the beginning of the movies or whatever. You wouldn't make Leek cry.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Before you go, remember to like, comment, and sub to us. Not only does it help out the channel and let us know what you're into, but it also makes you 100% cooler than everybody else. I checked with Aqua. It's definitely